Okay, I believe this is going to be video 2. I'm proving to myself that I am not a technology guru. Again, my apologies. And I'm not advertising. Uh, I guess where I'm at, that cut off, they're talking about Seth Rich. Uh, who's covering that? Is that being covered on CNN, MSNBC? Because if you think about it, people saying, "Oh, what conspiracy theory?" That's always a great line to take away. Well, what's the there? Well, there's a dead body there. Okay. He worked for the DNC. He has been cited. Julian Assange talked about him. He wouldn't say that he was one of his, informants, whatever the term is for the press now. You want to protect your sources. But he pretty much came out and said it. Now there's enough evidence coming out that he was the leak of the DNC, not the Russian hackers. Julian Assange with WikiLeaks said it wasn't the Russians. So the there is a dead body. The there is basically what they said, a robbery gone bad, but nothing was taken. Given there's no witnesses, there is no real any type evidence to find somebody, to track them. It almost seems like it's a professional hit. What is also there is a Podesta email that basically said, yes, there's a leak, and even though we may not have evidence to prove it outright, we should punish the person we suspect of it. That's a there. And we have an investigation that never really occurred. There was nobody really questioned, no suspects, nobody brought in, just a dead body of the DNC. And basically the DNC hasn't allowed the FBI to investigate their servers. What are we talking about here? Again, none of that is being investigated. And I give credit to the H.A. Goodmans of the world, to the same progressive, to Jimmy Dore, who have talked about this and have kind of gone with the story. Because if you look at it, the question that people aren't asking is, if this person was killed, who benefited? Who benefited, as he was the source of the leaked emails, which showed the DNC conspiring with the Clinton campaign to beat Bernie Sanders, that there were issues with pay for the Clinton Foundation, that basically Uma Abedin was saying that the Secretary of State asked HRC was basically got herself into a mess because of the Moroccan $12 million they wanted to give the Clinton Foundation, but they wanted a discussion with her, that there was some gentleman put on a nuclear board who was nothing but a Chicago, ran a trading outfit in Chicago, had no nuclear experience, was put on this very important strategic nuclear board, who was taken off as soon as ABC asked about it. Yeah, all this came out. So who benefited by the death of Seth Richards? The progressive media is actually covered in that. And to the extent, even on policy situations, where I guess her name is Debbie with the same progressives, who's actually come out when she talks about minimum wage, and she's the one who said, if you go by 68, minimum wage should be $22. I said 20 earlier, 2022. It's a lot more. It's $7 now. So you're talking about tripling the minimum wage, and she's sitting there saying, and if you do that, the people who you're trying to give more money to will soon be unemployed. The McDonald's worker will soon be unemployed. Now, she's a progressive, and she's saying, why are we looking to raise wages for jobs that will go away because of that? Again, there are discussions openly of policies. Now, there are other things that I believe on policy issues that are discussed that I give kudos, and I'm going to have to edit off this video to go to my third one, because the one I recently saw was with TYT, was an interview with Cenk Uygur and I think George Halverson, former CEO of Permente, which was a company that gave healthcare processed, and I don't think they're an insurance company, but it wasn't as much as what he did, but what he talked about regarding it wasn't just simple solutions. And I'll cut to the third video because I talk about that more. So this is edited video 2. Peace.